Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Wilcox. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw. It's Poole. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the toss to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The RPO, it's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Under fire. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away and you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Back open in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Sends the offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to throw, it's Poole. Under fire. Pulls it in, it's Finley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Makes the quick grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Connors. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Connors. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early.
There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. LSU right back to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Unleashes one. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. To the air. It's Poole. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return. This defense has set them up with a big play.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
He's got the tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Poole. It's complete on the right side. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And guys, with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to swing it on second down. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He unleashes a long one. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. to the air. It's Poole. Going for the big play. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man on the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Going back to work on offense now. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo there.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Poole. Fakes the grab on the left. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. He leaves it with his back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Wilcox. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off play action. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. On the direct snap, it's Wilcox. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
That keeps the score LSU 19, Penn State 13.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
He's going to take off, turning it on. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Let's go.
Give to the single back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. After 40, there he goes. Powers through. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Now he's looking to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. On the run, fires downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Sends the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Poole. He lets one fly deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 10 over Syracuse. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Wants to throw. It's Poole. Caught near the sticks. It's Hayes. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
And his passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the right. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Unloads it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking to throw, it's Poole. It's complete. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching.